She thought just showing up was enough to earn her a free drink, but when two men made it clear they weren't paying for her time, this entitled woman completely lost it. What happened next left everyone stunned.
Go out last night with a couple of girlfriends and we went to Wally's in Santa Monica. It was very, very cute, a good vibe. We're just having like a little girls' night, whatever. We're in the back, we're sitting, we're just chatting, and these two guys come over and they start chatting it up with us, and it was fine. We were being friendly, we were being nice, and they were like good conversation. I began to notice that these guys, within the first 15 minutes, they did not offer to buy us drinks.
You serious? Why would they buy them drinks? They are fully capable of buying it themselves.
Mind you, we weren't drinking anything. We were just sitting there. We were actually really kind of buying time until we went to the next spot. So we're talking, 15 minutes goes by. They didn't offer to buy drinks, nothing. They're just talking to us. Another 15 minutes go by, we're still talking. Another 15 minutes go by, we're still talking.
What the is this piece of
I get to the point where I'm like, okay, we've been here for a while. I'm getting bored, I'm getting annoyed, and we were been supposed to leave, but here we are talking to these guys that we actually aren't even really interested in. And so I excused myself to the bathroom, thinking that that was going to be the cue for the other girls to realize that, hey, either join me in the bathroom for us to regroup, or hey, let's wrap these things up with these guys and let's keep it moving to the next spot. No, I get back, still talking. So finally, I tapped my friend and I just told her like, hey, I'm ready, like, let's go. We end up all like exchanging numbers, whatever.
Keep the conversation and even exchange numbers only to complain later on.
So when we're walking out, I was telling them like, hey, we were talking entirely too long to those guys for us to sit there and not have not one drink bought for us, not one appetizer offered to us, nothing offered to us. That is unacceptable behavior, and I'm sorry. And this might ruffle feathers for some girls watching this video, and if that is ruffling your feather, then boo, you need to keep scrolling because this is not the video for you, and the content that I make is not going to be what you like.
What the hell is wrong with you?
So any lady who loves being single and wants to stay that way, she can listen to her.
Because I'm sorry, I am not going to be sitting there talking to guys for more than 15 minutes without them offering to do anything or offering to buy anything, especially if they see that we are not drinking anything or having anything.
But that's simply not possible.
Like, excuse me, but no, I am not going to be giving you my time, my energy, without you also reciprocating and giving anything back in return for it. And I'm sick of seeing and being around women who are doing that. We need to learn that, I'm sorry, but we need to be charging these guys tax. Like, yeah, for me to sit here and talk to you, for you to have my time, for you to have my attention, you need to be doing something, sir. I'm sorry, I am not a cheap date. No. So this just goes to say that, ladies, if a man approaches you at a bar, at a restaurant, out, wherever you are, and he's talking to you and it seems great,
asking the man to pay for her attention just for her to come to dates only gives her a bad image.
that's wonderful. If he doesn't offer to buy you a drink or something, or do something for you, or see you in the next couple of days because he's super admiring you and enamored by you, boo, you need to cut it short, wrap it up, and move on to the next one. Trust me, that's gonna make you more appealing, and if not, then you dodged an actual bullet.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
So their time isn't valuable as well. Some ladies sadly think we have nothing else to do with our time and forget we sacrifice our time too. Absolutely insane what you have to deal with these days.
Is refusing to pay for the wedding. He loves this girl, he wants to marry this girl, but the girl is expecting a $250,000 wedding, and she's calling him broke. Say they do leave each other. Who dodges a bigger bullet? Her? And she finds a better guy that will spend that.
I don't think so.
Or him, he finds a girl who will accept less from him.
I'm always going to side with the high value man who has the money that is paying the $250,000 for the wedding versus the high maintenance chick that is demanding the $250,000 wedding. He says she hasn't worked in years. So other than her looks, what is she bringing to the table?
That's what I'm talking about. Would you guys pay for a wedding that much? It's just so much money to waste.
Men know that they are providers. A man's value is his money and his career, and a woman's value is her looks. That's the and that's the world that we live in. Women get things because they are pretty, and men have power because they have money. And if you want a good-looking woman, you're going to be spending money.
Not every man wants a quote-unquote good-looking woman. Like, some men just want normal women.
Yeah, men
like,
without money.
That's not true. I'm not dating a woman that's above a 7. Like, I'm just being real.
But if you could afford it, you would.
Oh, hell no.
Even the rich men want a humble lady.
2025, we are not accepting the bare minimum. I'm sorry. We are not accepting it. If you cannot come correct, do not come at all. We are not accepting the bare minimum. That goes for everything in our life. That goes for people in our life. That goes for ourselves. That goes for our job. That goes for everything around us.
A few moments later.
If you can't give 110%, don't do it at all. Okay, and that goes for everybody around you, and that goes for yourself. That goes for everything that you want in life. If you're not giving it 110%, do not halfway do it.
Why would you want a man doing his 110% for you while you can do it for yourself?
Don't halfway love me. Don't halfway be in my life. Don't halfway come around me and be fake. Don't halfway do nothing. I am not a halfway person. I am 110%. And that's what you need to be on.
I actually can't take the emotional abuse of dating broke men. I'm strong, but I'm not strong enough for that. The only time I've had men resent me, raise their voice to me, or do anything, when I'm just like really just nice, like, and it's just because they resent me. They're like,
oh, the things today's modern women tell themselves and each other to try and rationalize why no one wants them. Well, I hate to break it to you ladies, but your toxicity is showing, and no strong man is going to put up with these narcissistic beliefs.
It's funny how they would think of every reason except the fact that their standards are what usually drives men away.
Where you put all of the blame on men, multiple men at that, while absolving yourself of any responsibility because, well, you are and always have been the perfect wife, the perfect girlfriend. But y'all keep doing what you're doing. It helps us strong men to avoid you. It helps us to see you for who you are.
You're goddamn right.
And hey, when you ask yourselves down the road, what happened? When you wonder, where did all the good men go? Why can't I find one? Could you do us a little bit of a favor? Don't bother making yet another video crying and whining because you're alone and wondering, why does no one want me? And where did all those good men go? Because the truth of the matter is, you already have your answers, darlings. Anywhere but near you.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
The answer is usually what they don't want to hear.
We're dating. Would I need to pay for your hair and your nails?
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
What gives you that mentality?
I mean, like, if you want me to look good, then you gotta pay for it.
But if you were doing it before I came into your life, why do I have to start doing that now that I'm your man?
Gotcha. I would say because you would want me to look good, so you would want me to do those things.
So how much do your nails cost?
Probably like anywhere between 60 to 80. Like every 3 weeks.
And hair?
Depending on the hair, sometimes $90, sometimes $1,000.
$1,000?
Yes.
And I would have to foot that as your man?
I mean, if you're not gonna pay for it all, maybe like at least half.
At least half. Why would it cost $1,000 to get your hair done?
If you get like extensions, if you get treatments put in your hair, like, I don't know. I like to have nice hair, so.
Is there ever a time where you would pay for your man's haircut or?
No.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
No. No, I'm not paying for his haircut.
And that's because?
That's a man's job.
And remember, if she requires that much money to date you, it's not worth it. Especially if she said she wouldn't provide anything back.
Women use men that they're not interested in for attention.
Yes, and for money. If you're not attracted to the dude, but he got a lot of money, he could be your personal bank account, because he'll do anything for that. Right there.
You're a bank account to them. If you ain't attractive, but you got a lot of money, yeah, she ain't gonna mess with you because you got money, because you're a bank account to them. The moment you run out of money, she gonna find the next meal ticket to latch on to.
Oh, hell no!
So I need you to stop accepting bare minimum behavior from these men. Too many women are like, well, he texts me good morning at least 2-3 times a day. He texts me in the evening or the afternoon, and he always checks in with me via text, as if that's something that takes effort.
Of course it does. It takes his time.
As if that's something to shout about, when it's really not. He's giving you a little bit, and you're accepting a little bit and making it seem like a lot.
What?
And what you're doing in that process is setting him up to continue giving you bare minimum behavior. And at some point in the relationship, if it grows, or in the situationship, you are going to realize that you set yourself up for failure, and you set yourself up to continually get the least when you deserve even more than the most.
I don't think so.
Right? Because your worthiness and your value is divine and inherent, and it cannot be quantified. So no matter what someone is giving you, no matter what you're experiencing, even at what feels like the best, you always deserve more. And so does your partner, if that partner is a healthy partner.
Having this mentality will never make them satisfied, even if the guy gave them the world.
But when you teach someone that it only takes a good morning text for you to get excited and get hype, or it only takes a hey big head text or a good night text, and there's no action behind it, there's no planning behind it, there's no intention behind it, your value and your worth actually drops lower and lower in the eyes of that man.
Well, I'm out, man.
I'm not gonna go date a broke guy because rich men are more likely to dog you out. Baby, you must not know enough broke men then, because they all do that. Like, multiple comments were like, this is why you should date broke men, or this is the problem with dating rich men. Like, there's just problems with dating men, period.
Yeah.
So pick and choose your battle. I'm gonna choose a battle to go for men. They don't even have to be like, oh, filthy rich. I want a man that's doing well for himself, that can take care of himself, because if he can't take care of himself, how is he gonna treat me or show me a good time if he's struggling himself? He needs to get that in order first.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
If a man is doing well for himself, a relationship will ruin that for him. So he might as well remain single.
What does a traditional housewife entail?
Well, you tell me, because you said you're not one. You picked the right one.
Housewife, I'm just imagining kind of being a so that's
Let me stop you right here. Let me stop you right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where are your people from?
My mom's from Trinidad and my dad's from Jamaica. So I see that's
hold on.
Why?
We don't need white supremacy racism. When all we got is this, that you think that the women who came before you was
It's not that necessarily, but just what I'm seeing in the media and just all around me. I see women trying to be this housewife for men, traditional housewife for men, and they're just getting like.
What are you talking about? When a woman who's let's do it. Traditional housewife. What media are you talking about?
So let's. I don't know. Like I said, I want you to define what traditional housewife.
No.
Traditional housewife is being home.
You can't overtalk me. That's how we don't do that. Stick it down.
I hate how many modern women perceive the traditional family as weakness when it's clearly not.
What media are you talking about?
Social media.
Where do you see traditional housewives in social media?
Everywhere.
Do you?
Well, I mean, that I know of, just women getting taken care of and not working. No?
So that's what a traditional housewife is, taken care of and not working.
To me, yes.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The girl is a 10, you go out with her, and she expects you to pay every time.
Hell nah. That's a shared responsibility.
Your date expecting you to pay for them every time is just disrespectful to you in general.
If it's a bougie first date, no, that gotta be shared. But if it's something cheap, less than 30 combined, whatever.
It depends. If she's hoping I pay, that's okay. But if you have to do it, you have to do it. I don't like that. I'd say 7.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. Like, sir, you're courting me, you're dating me, like, you should be paying for the date. I don't pay for dates, so what are we doing here? Why would you ask me on a date if you're not gonna pay for it? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Getting a second date wouldn't be an option right here, especially after they meet for the first time.
Now, I know you don't want to look at my crusty nails, and my nails are never crusty because I'm a model. So I have to get my nails done for shoots, and I usually upkeep my nails once every 2 weeks. So you got to be able to afford my nails to be done once every 2 weeks. You just have to date me. Honestly, when it comes to hair, I have that wash and go hair, but still, products are expensive. Like my conditioners, my leave-ins, my detanglers, my co-washes, hair is expensive. So I'm going to need you to front the bill on that. You need to help me out. Now, if you guys don't already know, Ubers are a given, a must. I do not pay for my transportation to these dates. You must get my Uber. That is just the standard. I don't like looking like a bush monkey, so waxing is a given. I feel like nobody wants to see that. So, yeah. You got my wax, right? You got my wax.
She makes a point. Nobody truly wants to see that.
Now, further down the line, I'm not talking about the first few dates, but eventually, you're gonna have to pay my rent. Girls got bills to pay, and I am too feminine to, pay for myself. So, I mean, I do that now, but, if I'm with you, why would I pay for my own bills? Ugh, no.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Stop approaching women you know you cannot afford. You already see the woman's lifestyle. You see how she living.
So if she's already living that lifestyle all on her own, what exactly is the issue?
You know you can't afford it. Now when she asks you for money to upkeep the lifestyle that she's already living.
Wait. What exactly are these women in these scenarios doing? Why would they be asking men for money in the first place? I thought these women were strong and independent and could do things all on their own. And obviously they've been maintaining their lifestyles beforehand. But yet they would ask men for money while they're dating. That's why they're giving the impression that some women aren't as strong and independent as they want everyone else to think that they are. It's either that or they just view men as walking ATMs. So which one is it?
You want to get an attitude. Go be with your type. She's not your type.
Right. They should be with their type, shouldn't they? The type of women that actually want a relationship and don't view men as just a means to an end.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Yes!
Exactly. If she's already living and affording that lifestyle, why would she ask the guy to pay for it? Unless that lifestyle was just sponsored by other men.
Is that women are demanding so much more from men. They have taken time to heal themselves. They're no longer accepting the bare minimum. You actually have to bring value in order to even speak to a woman or for her to even give you the time of day. Mm-hmm. And a lot of men are hurt by that. I'm not quite sure why.
She has to be kidding, because it's clear why men step back in this situation.
I feel like once a man smells or sees that you know your worth, he immediately tries to humble you.
I just saw a video of a woman who was running in a marathon, and when she looks over, she notices a friend of hers flew in from London
to watch her finish. The friend flew in for like 24 hours. And she sees the friend and she immediately starts bawling. She's like crying and running. And you can tell she's like overjoyed that her friend would do such a thing. I think sometimes when men are questioning why women are choosing to be single, why some women don't want to be in relationships, and I think it's because for some women, they experience such rich relationships in their lives with their friendships and with their family, people who show up for them, who believe in them, who cheer for them, who hype them up, who give them all this confidence because they're always complimenting them and being sweet towards them.
The men, on the other hand, can live on their own. We don't need external validation to keep going. We just need the peace of mind.
It's hard to go from that to a man who won't text you back.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Who won't call you, who doesn't compliment you, who doesn't plan dates. I think sometimes the other relationships in a woman's life set the standard for what she will and won't settle for. She's not going to let every other relationship in her life be amazing and hers with you be like her settling for the bare minimum.
When have you ever heard a man not texting or calling back, or even not paying? It's usually not that in most cases. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.